Konnichiwa, hope everyone's good. Managed to get a small amount of time to come to the woods. Going to do an overnighter in a brand new hammock and try it out. Haven't even getting it out of the packaging yet, so I haven't had a decent look at it. But it's the Snugpak jungle hammock with a mosquito net, so I'll give that a go. I was going to use the haversack, but I decided on the backpack because I've got to do work tomorrow and I'm starting at 8 o'clock. So I've biked in to try and get home early enough to have a shower and pull myself together before I start. It's not going to be fun walking 3.5 miles and then try and pull yourself together and then go to work. So I've gone for the rucksack instead of the haversack. I've changed this one up a bit. Unfortunately the leather strap snapped on it, completely wore out, so I've had to cut off all of the leather work apart from the strap here, and I've added American Alice pack straps, which so far have worked well. I've got 2 canteens of water, so the pack now weighs about 25 pounds, something like that. And I've brought the full-sized tripod for the camera, just because I can, since I've got the bike with us. It's easier to lug stuff around. So we'll see how tonight goes in the new hammock. Everything's going to be a little rushed because, like I say, I've got to go to work tomorrow, so I'll probably have to pack up camp about 3 o'clock at night, but I should get at least 2 hours sleep, something like that, in the hammock. Just I felt I had to come down because I told people that I would, and if I put off this trip it's going to be another week before I get a chance to go camping again, so I don't want to do that. I want to try and stay true to my word, even though it's going to be a little rushed. So anyway, we'll get the hammock set up. I think it's going to rain at some point as well. The top is completely worn off of waterproofing, so I've fab sealed it, but I don't know if it's been enough. I only put 1 coat on. Usually I like to put 2 or 3 coats on, so we'll see how well it's going to work with just the 1 coat. And if I haven't already mentioned, I got a brand new cheapo lantern. I paid £5 for it from Maxwell's DIY, so we'll give it a go and see what that's like. Hopefully it won't explode on us. Anyway, I'll stop talking, I'll get the hammock out. So here's the brand new hammock, unopened in all of its glory. It's got the mosquito net, good for bushcraft, easy to set up apparently, we'll find out. It's got a suspension system with 550 Paracord, it's got these straps on it, and a self-contained stuff sack. Comes down to 9 inches and it's suitable for a fat ass at 400 pounds. Weighs 36 ounces, blah blah blah, nobody cares. Bam. Instructions, which we don't need because I'm a man. And stuff written on the back. Just the same stuff that's written on the front. Hopefully this is one of the knots where you pull and it just comes out. Did that once and I just tightened the knot up and then I had to cut the cord on something else. And it was just a pull out knot. Nice. And the one I had before this was the tropical hammock, also by Snugpak. I've had that thing for a few years now, but it's starting to get some holes in it. It's got bungee cord, 2 sets, and your tree huggers, which look like seat belt fabric. Same stuff. Feels about the same thickness. Doesn't feel as tough though. And the suspension system. So we'll get this set up. See how easy it is. So that's the suspension unraveled. It's just a strap with some paracord going through it. The lighting's real bad. See if I can move the camera. I'll set the hammock low to the ground just for the wind. There's this bush right here will act as a windbreak. So I'll set it low to the ground just for that. Easy enough. So the carabiners are just the same steel ones as what's on the old tropical hammock. The net actually feels pretty good, thick material. So we'll see how easy this net is to bungee up. So that's it set up, I think. Haven't tried it out yet. Just noticed there's a game trail. Noticed the last time I was here, but it looks like it's being used a lot since. So I've purposely set the hammock at ass biting height, just in case it's a badger or a fox, because I'm in a bit of a kinky mood. So we'll see what this hammock's like. So let's try it out. And if it feels, then you can watch us break my coccyx. So far so good. Haven't died. So the material that the hammock itself is made out of, they're listed as the same as the tropical hammock, but it feels thicker and stronger, feels a bit different, not as thin. You only get a zipper on one side, so you've got to pick which side you want to get out of. And you've got two pockets in the mesh. And there is a very grey sky coming over, so it looks like we're going to get a heavy shower. We're scheduled for one at 8 o'clock. and it's now 6:10. So looks like we're going to get an early heavy shower, so I'll get the top up real quick. A lot slower than I wanted to, but I'll get it staked down and I'll lower the top a little bit as well. So that's that set up. Just in time, I think. It's spitting on a little bit. Looks alright. So it looks like I gotta test out just how waterproof this is now. So it's 7 or 8 year old, that top, so the waterproofing is completely gone on it. You can see it hanging down there for the seams. In fact, just falling off. But I went over the top bit with Fab Seal, but like I say, it was only one coat, so hopefully it'll hold up. We'll see. So I'll get some firewood. I'm not there. Perfect. That's how you're supposed to do it. Then it won't damage your edge. Have to reprofile that when I get home. Still on the outside, so far so good. There's a bit of light right there, but nothing's coming through. That's also good. Looks like the fab seal's working, or fab seal, however you meant to say it. I don't think anything's coming through anywhere. Like I say, waterproofing completely wore off this because I've just had it for that long. It's looking good. I don't think there's anything coming through on this side. Nope. A little bit. That's not good. I think it's coming through here on the seam. Yeah, it is. That should be alright though, because it's nowhere near the hammock. And there's nothing coming through above that seam. I can't feel anything. So far, so good. Wonder why there's a seam there on that side, but there's no seam on this side. Oh well. So I'm going to try the flint and steel method for the stove. So I've got the inner bark of a pine tree that you can just roll it up and it turns it into like fine strands. So that should be good. And I'll wrap that up in a tiny bit of birch bark. Just a tiny bit because that's all I've got. And then I'll throw some fat wood chunks on. It's starting to stop raining. Doesn't make any sense how something's starting to stop. Well, that does make sense. Shut up, rain. No one likes you. So I got a new batch of chalk cloth, so we'll see if it's any good. If not, I'm sure it'll take a spark from the ferro rod. Trying to look through the camera, not with my own eyes. I think that's gonna go out. Yep. So it's not good. It feels pretty thick as well, so I think I've accidentally used the wrong material. I'm sure it was denim, but could have been fake denim. Oh, there we go. This is really damp stuff. Nope.